Good evening and welcome. This is Calm English Listening from Recursio, slow, gentle English for B1 learners. You can listen in the evening, on a quiet walk, or before you go to sleep. You don't have to take notes or repeat anything out loud. Just relax, breathe slowly, and listen at your own pace. Tonight, we go for a slow evening walk by the river. First, just listen to the story and let the phrases come to you. Then, we will look at them together, slowly, and then we will walk by the river once more, even more slowly. So, find a comfortable place. Let your shoulders drop. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out. Let's begin. It was the end of a long day. Anna had been inside all day, at her desk, at her computer, in one small room. Her head felt full, and her body felt tired. She had looked at a screen for hours. She needed to move and to breathe. Through the window, she could see the evening light, soft and golden on the rooftops. The river was not far away. It was calling her, the way it always did at the end of a hard day. "I'll go for a walk," she said to herself, "a slow walk by the river." She put on her shoes and a light jacket. She left her phone on the table by the door. Tonight, she did not want the phone. She only wanted the evening and the air. She opened the door, and she stepped outside. The evening air was cool and soft. Anna took a slow breath, and she smiled. After a long day inside, it felt so good to get some fresh air. She walked down her quiet street, past the little shops and the gardens. A shopkeeper was closing his door for the night. A cat sat in a window, watching the street. The day was ending, softly, all around her. When Anna was a child, she had lived near a river, too. On warm summer evenings, her family used to walk by the water, slowly, after dinner. She still remembered the sound of it, soft and steady and calm. Some things never change. As she walked, the noise of the day grew quieter behind her. The streetlights came on, one by one. Anna was not in a hurry. There was nowhere she had to be, and nothing she had to do. So, she let herself slow down. She walked slowly, and she felt her body begin to rest. At the end of the street, there was the river. It was wide and calm, and it moved softly between the green banks. A path ran along the water, under tall old trees. Anna liked this path very much. She came here often, in the evening, when she needed to feel calm. There were ducks near the bank, resting for the night, their heads tucked under their wings. The air smelled of grass and water and the last warm breath of the day. A little way along, there was an old stone bridge across the river. Its lamps were just coming on now, warm and yellow in the soft light. Under the bridge, two white swans moved slowly on the dark water. They did not hurry. Nothing here was in a hurry. Anna turned onto the path, and she began to walk beside the river. The sky was orange and pink and soft gold. The sun is setting, she thought. Soon it would be dark. The light was warm and low. It touched the water, and the water shone like glass. On the far bank, the windows of the houses were turning gold. A gentle breeze came off the river. It moved the leaves, and it touched her face. The breeze was cool and kind. Anna closed her eyes, and she felt it on her skin. She stood there for a while, just breathing, with her eyes closed. She could hear the water moving, soft and steady. She could hear the leaves, and far away, the quiet sound of the town. When she opened her eyes, the sky was a little darker, and the first star was there, above the trees. On the water, a small wooden boat moved slowly by. A man sat inside, rowing gently, in no hurry at all. The oars made soft, quiet sounds. Small waves spread out behind the boat, and then the water was smooth again. Anna watched the little boat grow smaller, until it went around the bend of the river and was gone. Anna opened her eyes, and she walked on, slowly, along the path. Her feet made a quiet sound on the ground. A bird sang somewhere in the trees. With every step, she felt a little lighter. The long day was falling away behind her. She passed a few other people. An old man walking his little dog. A young woman on a bench reading a book. They all seemed calm and quiet, here by the water, in the soft evening light. Nobody was in a hurry. She came to a wooden bench near the edge of the water, and she sat down. In front of her, a river moved slowly by. Anna sat quietly, and she began to watch the water. The water was smooth and dark, with small lines of gold from the setting sun. Now and then, a leaf floated past, turning slowly. A small fish jumped and made soft rings on the water. A pair of birds flew low over the river, toward the trees, going home for the night. On the smooth water, she could see the sky. The soft colors of the evening lay on the river like a painting. She was in no hurry to move. There was nothing she had to do. She just sat and watched and breathed. Somewhere across the river, a dog barked once, and then the evening was quiet again. Anna sat back on the bench, and she took a deep breath. She breathed in the cool river air, held it for a moment, and slowly let it go. She did it again. A slow breath in and a long breath out. All day, her head had been full of work, of emails, of small worries. But here, by the water, she began to clear her head. One by one, the worries grew smaller and floated away like the leaves on the river. Her shoulders dropped. Her hands felt heavy and warm. She sank a little deeper into the calm. The sky grew softer. The orange faded into pink and then into a gentle gray blue. The first lights came on along the river. They shone on the water like small, quiet stars. Anna felt calm and quiet and still. She felt at peace. She sat for a while longer, and she simply enjoyed the quiet and the soft evening air. After some time, the air grew cooler. It was getting late. Slowly, Anna stood up. She felt rested now and ready to go home. She walked back along the path on the way home. She crossed the old stone bridge again. The swans were resting now, near the bank. The town was quiet. A few warm windows glowed in the houses. At home, she made a cup of warm tea, and she sat by the window for a while. Her mind was quiet, and her heart was happy. Anna knew she would sleep well tonight. Now, let's look at the useful phrases from tonight's walk. Slowly. I will say each phrase, explain it simply, and give you 2 quiet examples. You can just listen. To go for a walk. This means to walk for a while, often to relax or get some fresh air. For example, after dinner, I like to go for a walk, or let's go for a walk by the river. To get some fresh air. This means to go outside into the clean, open air. For example, I feel tired. I need to get some fresh air. Or, let's go outside and get some fresh air. The sun is setting. This means the sun is going down at the end of the day. For example, look, the sun is setting, or we watched the sun set over the sea. A gentle breeze. This is a soft, light wind. It was a warm evening with a gentle breeze, or a gentle breeze moved the leaves. To slow down. This means to move more slowly and to relax. For example, you are working too hard. You need to slow down. Or, slow down. We have plenty of time. To watch the water. This means to look at the water quietly and rest your eyes. For example, I like to sit by the river and watch the water, or we watch the water for a long time. To take a deep breath. This means to breathe in slowly and fully, deep into your body. Take a deep breath and relax. Or, she took a deep breath and felt calm. To clear your head. This means to stop thinking about your problems and to feel calm again. For example, I went for a walk to clear my head. Or, fresh air helps me clear my head. To feel at peace. This means to feel calm and happy, with nothing to worry about. For example, by the water, I feel at peace. Or, at last, she felt at peace. And on the way home. This means during the trip back to your house. On the way home, I bought some bread. Or, it started to rain on the way home. Good. That was gentle and easy. Now let's practice. Very gently. There is no hurry. I will describe a phrase. You can try to say it in your mind. Or you can just listen if you feel sleepy. Then I will give the answer. To go outside into the clean open air. How do you say it? To get some fresh air. The sun is going down at the end of the day. How do you say this? The sun is setting. To look at the river quietly and rest your eyes. How do you say it? To watch the water. To breathe in slowly and fully. How do you say it? To take a deep breath. To stop thinking about your problems and feel calm again. How do you say it? To clear your head. And to feel calm and happy with nothing to worry about. How do you say it? To feel at peace. Well done. Now you can stop practicing. Just rest and listen. Let's walk by the river one more time. Even more slowly now. You don't have to do anything. Just listen and breathe. It is evening. The long day is over. You step outside and you go for a walk. There is nowhere you have to be. Nothing you have to do. Just this quiet walk and the evening air. The air is cool and soft. You take a slow breath and you get some fresh air. You walk down the quiet street toward the river. There is no hurry. You slow down. The street lights glow softly. Your footsteps are slow and quiet on the ground. You come to the water. The sun is setting. The sky is orange and pink and gold. You stop for a moment just to look. The water is bright with the last light of the day. A gentle breeze comes off the river. It touches your face, cool and kind. You walk on, slowly, along the water. The path is quiet. The trees are dark and soft above you. You find a bench by the water, and you sit down. You watch the water moving slowly by. The water is smooth and dark. A leaf floats past, turning slowly. You let your eyes rest. You take a deep breath, in and slowly out. And again, in and out. With every breath, you clear your head. The worries of the day float away, like leaves on the river. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing to fix. Only the water and your slow, quiet breathing. The first lights come on along the water. The sky grows soft and dark. You feel calm. You feel quiet. You feel at peace. There is only this moment, the river, the soft dark sky, and you. After a while, you stand up, rested and calm, and you walk slowly on the way home. The river stays behind you, dark and quiet, moving softly through the night. You are almost home now. Your body is calm, and your mind is quiet. Soon, you can rest. Here are tonight's phrases. One last time, slowly. Just listen. To go for a walk. To get some fresh air. The sun is setting. A gentle breeze. To slow down. To watch the water. To take a deep breath. To clear your head. To feel at peace. And on the way home. These are gentle, everyday phrases. You will hear them often. If you want to remember them, you can review tonight's phrases in Recursio. The link is below. Thank you for listening this evening. I hope you feel calm and rested and at peace. Take a slow breath in and out. Take care, have a good night, and see you next time.